What is up, guys? This is Jared, and today I will be showing you how to get a sick monitor set up like this, or at least get started on your own monitor setup. Sorry about that. Sorry about this one. This one's a little flickery, but as you see, we have, just to prove it, that these are all monitors, and I'm not actually scheming you guys. We got Google moving around. All right, yeah. So it doesn't really matter what monitors or laptop you have. You can there's converters for everything, so you can pretty much connect anything to anything else. The computer I am running is an HP Spectre, the ultra thin, once thinnest laptop in the world, not anymore. But yeah, I'm running that. And if you didn't know, it actually doesn't have any ports. It just has 3 USB-C ports. So this should work on a MacBook, and I haven't tested it, but you can get extensions, you can get everything. So I'm pretty much running. These are all spare monitors. This one's a TV actually. So yeah. Anyways, going into my setup here, this little guy here is for because they're all USB-C. Just to get an HDMI port as well as a USB. So I could hook it up to my hover here. Yeah. So the HDMI right now, the one going off the Apple one, actually goes to that one. And then off of the USB, I actually have, if you can see, there's like these two cables right here. These ones go to the TV and that one respectively. One of them is actually, I'll see if I can find it right here. Sorry about the glare. As you can see, this is sort of this is a USB to VGA by Eclipse. So you can buy this if you have any monitor that that needs USB to VGA, or you can pretty much get like USB to HDMI. You can get all. I'm just using this one because I happen to have that one. So yeah, the VGA is actually going into the TV, which is VGA supported. And if you do not know how to hook up a TV, let's see if I can find my remote. Here we go. So basically, you just go into just want to show you it's an actual TV. You want to go to input. I don't know where it is on your remote, but you want to go to input and then whatever. If you're HDMI output, then that one. But mine is it's titled RGB PC. So you're gonna want to do that. And yeah, that's how I hook up the TV and everything. I'll show you how to customize everything later. But so this monitor right here is actually an HDMI output. And if you have an HDMI port on your computer, wonderful. But if you don't, you're gonna have to get the little Apple adapter, the USB-C Apple adapter that I have if you have this laptop or something like it, or you're gonna have to get like a USB to HDMI, which you can find. Like you can have whatever monitors. It works. It works on anything. But yeah, this one actually isn't HDMI. I actually have another converter. See if I can show you guys that. Yeah, right here. This is actually a Rocketfish or not USB, HDMI to VGA. All these names. Yeah. So I don't even know if that one has an HDMI natively. But yeah, pretty much like the gist of it. If you have multiple cables to get them in your computer, and you install, and also I should mention you have to install if you're using these converters and everything. If your computer doesn't have 4 HDMI or however many you need built in, then you need a bunch of converters like me. So you have to look up like the device's name and firmware and everything. And I'm not going to go that much into depth because it's honestly based off of what computer you have and what kind of setup you want. This is just the setup that I have. You can go whichever way you want. So, but yeah, this last monitor here is an AOC portable. I actually mounted it on my the the blocks I used for karate. I just chopped them like you're doing karate, and I just mounted on there. Blends in pretty well with the desk, but you can also get the monitor stands if you want to use something more than chopped up wood. But yeah, that is the hardware side of it. Now, if you are wondering uh, about the resolution and everything, if you set a wallpaper by default and you have different resolutions, and I know you can change resolutions, but like it's not always easy because, like, for example, I can't change the TV. I can't change it to Ultra HD, so I can't make it. This screen is effectively about smaller than that, and I know it doesn't make much sense, but let's see if I can demonstrate it. If I have like a windowed Google right there, and then I pull it to here, as you can see, it's a lot bigger on this screen than it is on this screen. That's because this one is a higher resolution. And unfortunately, if you do not have an Ultra HD monitor, you can't get, I don't know if you see it, but like it's starting to scale like a lot. Yeah, you can see it like here. Yeah, so the resolution for me especially, this is a really new, HP Spectre, fancy schmancy, and then you have like the USB AOC, and then the TV, and it's like all of these are like just regular HD, and then this one's like Ultra, whatever HP calls it. But yeah, anyway, the point I was trying to make, the wallpaper doesn't usually flow, and as the person I am, that kind of bugged me. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to install this nifty little program called Display Fusion. I already have it installed on my computer, but you can look it up. Google will have it. So you're going to want to look up Display Fusion and install it. Free trial, unlimited, I think. If they time me out on that, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, from there you get a bunch of these tools, and the one that I was talking about was the desktop wallpaper one, and within this utility you pretty much get to rescale a continuous wallpaper or have different wallpapers for each monitor, which I kind of like. So yeah, as you can see here, you have the different monitors, and this one I actually scaled up a lot. As you can see, it's like 170%, and that's because the resolution is so big, or so yeah, it's so many pixels. It's like you have to rescale it to make the rainbow on the 9-cat flow. So, yeah, that is pretty much that, and then also I know Windows has it by the. If you're wondering how, if you don't feel like, oh, I don't want to install Display Fusion, well, what you can do is you can go to Display Settings, and you get this, and you can pretty much drag around, adjust the resolution. Unfortunately, like you see how it's all the way like on the left here, you can't really like make it smaller, and that's exactly what I was saying. You can go in advanced display settings, and I already have the resolution buffed out. I don't know if you guys can see that there. You can customize that, but this is the one Windows has default. I prefer the Display Fusion only because there's a lot of options, and yeah, there's a lot of Display Fusion, so don't be scared away by that. I don't even know if this one does anything. It's never actually opened to my computer. So if you go to monitor configuration, that's pretty much Windows. This is pretty much the Windows equivalent. But you're gonna have to. I think you have to do it. Like they're gonna force you to do. They're gonna force you to do Display Fusion. If you actually want to use Display Fusion, you're gonna have to edit it through their thing. Not exactly sure, but pretty sure that's how it works. Oh yeah, and also if you are using a TV, you're gonna want to change some stuff using your old remote. And yes, the TV actually has options. So yeah, through the remote, I think at least mine is if you go settings, and then you go picture. Mine's an LG, so if you don't have that, then it'll be in there somewhere. And from here you go. I think you go here. Yeah, you go to the options that it's hooking up to your computer, and you can customize position, size. Unfortunately, like it, if you can see, one sec, let me close out of here. There's actually no Windows bar on here, and there is a Windows bar on all the other ones. See, I can click on this one, you know, click on this one, click on this one. Yeah, click on this one, and then over here you're gonna have to like, it's like hidden, and it kind of cuts some stuff off. That's kind of annoying. But that's why you get actual monitors and not TVs. I'm just kind of using it because I never use my TV. But yeah, there is my dank monitor setup. I don't know if that was the right word for that. But yeah, this is exactly what I use. Got the Apple USB-C little port thing. It's for $50. Also a rule of thumb: make sure wherever you're buying your converters or whatever, because other than Apple, there's not really a legitimate company, or other than like Microsoft has their Display Hub. There's not really like a legitimate company that sells these wonky converters. So if you get them, make sure they have like, you know, decent ratings on Amazon or eBay. I get all mine on Amazon. And if you're gonna pay more for one that works, like I paid $50 for this Apple one, and I saw alternatives for like 20. And you know, I'm glad I got the Apple one because you know it works. It's no setup, no drivers. It just works. But yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. But yeah, this is my sick 9 cat setup.